Good morning students, welcome back to Maths class. Today we are going to start a new chapter, Statistics. Last year in Statistics chapter, you have learned about mean, median and mode for an ungrouped data. And also you have studied about the graphical representation of statistical data. They are bar graph, histogram and frequency polygon. This year you are going to learn about mean, median and mode for a group data. So first we will see group mean. What is the meaning of group data and ungrouped data? So if only scores are given, if we calculate mean, then it is an ungrouped data. For example, if we consider the average height, mean, another word average. It is actually arithmetic mean or average. If you want to find the average height of two children, how can we find it out? We can find out by adding the heights and dividing by 2. So in statistics, height, weight, marks, whatever we will consider, we will use the word scores or observations. Scores or observation. So weight will be considered as scores or height will be considered as scores. Even marks can be considered as scores. So here if you want to find the average or mean height of two children, we will add the height and divide it by 2. Suppose if we wanted to find the average mark of 10 students in a particular subject, we will add all the 10 marks and divide it by number of students. So for an ungrouped data, if you want to find mean, we will add the score, that is sum of the scores or sum of the observations divided by number of observation or number of scores we will write. This is the formula to find mean or average for an ungrouped data. And mean will be represented by the symbol X bar. So mean is equal to sum of the score by number of scores for an ungrouped data. So ungrouped data means only scores are given. So for suppose if the scores are X1 and X2, if you want to find the average mean, we will add the scores and divide it by number of scores. So adding the scores will be represented as sigma. Sigma is a Greek letter meaning sum or summation. Sum of the scores. So we will write it as sigma xi. I represents the number of scores. If there are 2 scores, I starts from 1 to 1 and 2. So if there are 10 terms or 10 scores, I will start from 1 to 10. So sigma xi means sum of all the scores, that is x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus etc. How many scores are there? Divided by number of scores will be denoted by the letter n. So if there are 10 scores or 10 marks, if you want to find the average, we will add all the marks divided by 10. Number of students will be 10. So n will be 10. This is about ungrouped data. This is what you have studied in the last year. This year, we are going to learn about mean, median, mode for a group data. So group data in the sense, we have scores and we have frequencies. For example, in your class, if there are 30 students, if you want to find their average mark in FA1 for one particular subject. So what we will write is, here we will write the marks. Scores will be nothing but marks. And next column we will write number of students and we will write it as, that is frequency. So scores will be marks and number of students we will consider as frequency represented by the letter F or Fi we will say. Suppose the least mark in the class out of 25 is 5 mark and 3 children will get 5 mark. Next mark is 7. For example, 2 children will get 7 mark. Like this we will write. So 5 marks for 3 children. So the next column we will write, this is marks, score will be represented as xi. This frequency, number of students. Next column we will write Fi xi. Last year one sum you have written in that exercise. So 3 children got 5 marks. So 5 into 3 we will multiply and write here 50. 2 children got 7 marks. So 7 into 2 we will write 40. So thus it is, we will continue this and we will total this mark. All these marks we will total it. So that is totaling. Total will be represented as sigma. Sigma Fi xi we will write. And number of students. We will add all the number of students. I told you there are 30 students. So we will write sigma f, nothing but n. Sum of all the students. Here we will write it as sigma fi. It will be 30. What is the total? We will mark. We will divide it by number of students. So the formula for a group data is x bar is equal to sigma fi xi by sigma fi. If there are 30 students in the class, I start from 1 to 30. So here it is not compulsory we have to write this. Only you can write sigma fi x by sigma fi. So as the number of students are more in there, we had written a frequency table. In this table, we had written the marks, what are the different marks, and each mark how many students scored. We will multiply the marks with the number of students and we will write it. We will total it and we will divide by total number of students. So in this case, total number of students, instead of n, we will use the letter sigma fi, all the number of students. And here is the marks. So marks, number of students, marks will be represented as xi, number of students will be fi. We will multiply, add, divide by total number of students, that is the mean or average. But this year you are going to learn about not only scores, not xi, class interval will be given. So if class interval is given, then we will use the same formula. So how the class interval will be given? See, here we are talking only about a particular class. There are 30 students. Little bit easy to do this calculation. But if we consider the FA1 mark for the whole school, for all the students, it is very difficult for us to calculate like this. So we will make a convenient class interval. That is nothing but marks only, but we will make it as a convenient class interval and we write. So out of 25, one FA1 mark if you write, we will write the class interval right 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15. Like this we will write 15, 20, 20, 25 and we will calculate the arithmetic mean or mean. So for this we will write these numbers which we have written here. These are the lower limits of the class interval, lower limit. And these numbers are the upper limits of the class interval. So in this class interval, see the upper limit of the first class interval is equal to the lower limit of the second class interval. In this case, we will not consider the number 5 here. That is, marks will be starting from 0 to 4 we will consider in the first class interval. We had already learned in the previous classes. So, how many children got 0 mark, 1 mark, 2 mark, 3 mark and 4 mark will be written here. Mark 5 will be considered in the next class interval and we will write. Same way in the next class interval, upper limit is 10. This 10 number will be considered in the next class. So like this we will write. In this case, class interval and frequencies are given. We cannot write the column fi xi. Instead, we will write it as xi we will write. Next third column is xi. Xi is the class mark or the midpoint of the class interval. Class mark or the midpoint. So if the scores and frequencies are given, directly we will multiply and we will add it and divide by number of frequencies. But whenever class interval is given, we will first find out the class mark xi. We will add lower limit and upper limit divided by 2. 0 plus 5, 5 divided by 2, it is 2.5. So the first class mark is 2.5. Next class mark is, again we will add it, divide by 2 and we will write. This is our xi. Next column we will write fi xi and we will continue the same formula we will use. So when class interval is given, class mark we should find out. Then we will write fi xi and we will do the sum. So I think you understood this. Now we will see the exercise sum. Exercise first question. A survey was conducted by a group of students as a part of their environment awareness program in which they collected the following data regarding the number of plants in 20 houses in a locality. Find the mean number of plants per house. So here they considered 20 houses. So number of houses is 20. Number of houses is considered as the frequency, will be represented as fi. So here first we will add the frequencies and we will write it as sigma fi. Sigma meaning sum of the frequencies. I represents the number. So here there is no meaning in I. Just you can write sigma fi or sigma f. So here the frequency, sum of the frequencies 20. They already given in the question. Total number of houses 20. Now whenever class interval and frequencies are given, I told you first we have to find out the class mark. This is number of plants is class interval. So first we have to mark the class mark xi. Class mark. You can write only xi now. So how to find out xi is, or the class mark is, add the lower limit and upper limit divided by 2. So 0 plus 2, it is 2, divided by 2, it is 1. Next class interval, 2 plus 4, 6, 6 divided by 2, it is 3. So now instead of writing by adding and dividing by 2, if the equal width, the classes having equal width, 0 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 6, if they have equal width, we can do in a different easy method to find the class mark. That is, first class mark you have to find it out by directly adding the lower limit and upper limit divided by 2. Next, we will see the size of the class interval. And then we will just add the size to the first class mark. We will get the next class mark. So how to find out the size of the class interval? Size of the class interval can be found by subtracting any two consecutive lower limit or any two consecutive upper limit. That is 2 minus 0, it is 2. 4 minus 2, 2. 6 minus 4, 2. So everywhere we are getting difference is 2. Any two consecutive lower limit. Or you can take any two consecutive upper limit. 6 minus 4, 2. 8 minus 6, 2. Like that. So here all the width of the class intervals are equal. So we can do this. Suppose if the width is different, you cannot follow that. You have to do lower limit addition and division by 2. So here the first class mark is 1. Now we will see that. So 2 minus 0 or 4 minus 2 is 2. So size of the class interval is 2. We will add 2 plus 1. We will get 3. Then 3 plus 2, 5. 5 plus 2, 7. 7 plus 2, 9. Then 11. Then 30. So these are the class mark. We can verify here. See 2 plus 4, 6 divided by 2, 3. 6 plus 4, 10 divided by 2, 5. 8 plus 6, 14 divided by 2, 7. So we will get it in the correct way. Now next column is Fi Xi. We have to multiply the frequency with the class mark. That is F1 into 1, 1. 2 into 3, 6. 1 into 5, 5. 7 5s are 35. 6 9s are 54. 2 11s are 22. And 3 into 13, 39. If you write in the same order correctly in correct place value, easy for you to add. So here we will write sum of all the Fi Xi. So we will write it as sigma Fi Xi. Sum of all the Fi Xi. So now we will add it. 9 plus 2, 11. 15, 20, 25, 31, 32. Remainder 3. Remainder is 3. 3 plus 3, 6. 6 plus 5, 11. 11 plus 2, 13. 13 plus 3, 16. 162 is the value of sigma Fi Xi. Now we will find out mean x bar. Mean x bar is equal to, the formula is sigma Fi Xi by sigma Fi equals 162 divided by sigma Fi is 20. So first we will cancel in 2 table. So here we will get 10 and here we will get 81. So 81 by 10, again you no need to divide. Directly we can write. Dividing by 10 means 1 digit left, you should put the point. So 81 by 10 is 8.1. So they asked the question, find the mean number of plants per house. So mean number of plants per house is 8.1. Third question, the following distribution shows the daily pocket allowance of children of a locality. The mean pocket allowances is rupees 18. So they had given the mean pocket allowance, that is represented by, mean will be represented by x bar. So mean pocket allowance is given as x bar is given as rupees 18. Find the missing frequency f. One frequency is not given, that we have to find out. So here daily pocket allowance in rupees is given in the first column, that is class interval. Next, number of children. So here 7 number of children are getting daily pocket allowance between 11 rupees and 13 rupees. Either 11 or 12 or 13 rupees. Like that. In between they are getting 7 children. 6 children, this. 9 children, like that. So this is second column, number of children is frequency. This is the class interval. So when class interval and frequencies are given, first column we have to write is class mark xi. So I'll write it as only xi. Class mark. To find class mark, we have to add the lower limit and upper limit divided by 2. So 11 plus 13, it is 24. 24 divided by 2 is 12. Directly also we can see which is the middle number of 11 and 13. We can directly write. So here 13, 15, which is the next middle number, it is 40. So I told you another method to find the class mark after getting the first one. See the size of the class interval. 13 minus 11, it is 2. 15 minus 13, 2. So just add 2 and write with the first class mark. So 12 plus 2, 14. Then it is 16. Then it is 18, 20, then 22 and 24. We can check it here. Middle number 14, midpoint 16. Again it is 18, 17, 18, 19. In that 18 is the middle number. So you have to write like this all the scores. So before that we will add the frequencies. Frequencies we will add. Then so here while adding sigma fi is equal to, see here f is given, so that we will write separately, we will write plus f. So all the numbers we will add. 5 plus 4, 9, 9 plus 9, 18, 18 plus 6, 24, 24 plus 7, 31, 31 plus 3, 34 plus 10, 44. So 44 plus f we will write, because f is a variable, so we cannot add directly. So we will write it as 44 plus f. So sum of the frequency sigma fi already written. Now the next column is fi xi. We will multiply each score or each class mark with the frequency. So 12 8 7s are 84. Or correct order if you write, it will be easy for you to multiply. Now 14 into 6. 6 4s are 24, 2, 84. Again 19 into 6. Sorry, 16 into 9. 54, 5, 44. Now 13 into 18. 3, 2, 30. Now here we will multiply, we will write it as 20 into f. 20f we will write. That as it is we will write 20f. Now here when we multiply, 110 we will get. Here when you multiply, -6. So now we are going to add all these sigma fi xi. So while adding, leave this number, we will write it as plus 20f. Remaining all we have to add. So 6 plus 4, 10, 14, 18 plus 4, 22. With this 22. Remainder 2 we will keep. 8 plus 2, 10, 18, 22, 25. This we will leave. 25 plus 10, 35. Remainder 3. 3 plus 1, 4. 4 plus 2, 6. 6 plus 1, 7. 752 plus 20f we will write as it is. 20f. Now we got sigma fi xi and sigma fi. Now we will find mean. The formula for mean is x bar is equal to sigma fi xi by sigma fi. Here mean is already given, only we should find the value of f. So instead of x bar we will write the value 18 is equal to sigma fi xi we will write 752 plus 20f divided by sigma fi we got here 44 plus f. 44 plus f. Now we will cross multiply 18 into 44 plus f is equal to 752 plus 20f. Now we will open the bracket. We will multiply 44 into 18. 792 plus 18F is equal to 752 plus 20F. So here 792 minus 752, I'll write, is equal to 20F minus 18F. F I'll take it to the right side. So 20F minus 18F, you will get 2F. Here when we subtract 2 minus 2, 0. 9 minus 5, 40. We will get 7 minus 7, 0. 2F is 40. F is equal to 40 by 2, 20. So the missing frequency is 20. Sixth question. The table below shows the daily expenditure of food of 25 households in a locality. So daily expenditure is given, number of houses are given. We have to find the mean daily expenditure on food. So here daily expenditure is class interval. This is the class interval and number of households are the frequency represented by the letter Fi. So first we will find out Xi, then the next one is Fi, Xi. So to find the class mark, we will add lower limit and upper limit divided by 2. 100 plus 150 it is 250. 250 divided by 2 it is 125. So after getting first class mark, see the difference, 150 minus 100 it is 50. Just add 50 and we can write it. So this is 175. Here it is 225. Here it is 275. And here 325. So find the class mark. Now we will multiply each class mark with the each frequency. So 125 into 4. It is 500. 175 into 5. 5 5s are 25. Remainder 2. 7 5s are 35 plus 2. 37. Remainder 3. So 5 plus 1. 5 plus 3. 8. Next we will multiply 225 into 12. 2700. Next 275 into 2. It is 250 into 2 is 500, 550. So we'll write below this 550. Now 325 into 2. 300 to 600, so 650 here. So now we will add all sigma Fi, Xi, and here we have to add sigma Fi. Sigma Fi, there are 25 houses they told. 5 plus 4, 9, 11, 13, 15, 25 houses. So now we will find the mean expenditure. So here we will add it. We will get here 5, then 5 plus 5, 10, 10 plus 7, 17, remainder 1, 8 plus 5, 13, remainder 1, 14, 14 plus 7, 21, 21 plus 5, 26, 26 plus 6, 32, remainder 3, 3 plus 2, 5. So the number is 5275. Sigma Fi Xi is 5275. Therefore, X bar equals sigma Fi Xi divided by sigma Fi. 5275 divided by 25 equals, we'll cancel in 5 table first, or directly we can divide it. 5 5s are 25, 5 1s are 5, 2 digit at a time we are taking, so we will write 1 0, 5 5s are 25, again 2 25. So 5 5s are 25. Again when we cancel, 5 2s are 10, 5 1s are 5. So answer is 211. So the question is, find the mean daily expenditure. Mean daily expenditure is rupees 211. Seventh question. To find out the concentration of sulfur dioxide in the air in parts per million, that is ppm. The data was collected for 30 localities in a certain city and is presented below. So this is concentration of sulfur dioxide from 30 cities. This is number of cities, frequency, I have written frequency, number of cities, and this is the concentration of sulfur dioxide. So we have to find the mean concentration of sulfur dioxide in the air. So first we will write Fi. First we will write xi. Xi is the class mark. So when we add and divide by 2, we will get here 0.02 we will get. Here difference is 0.04. So when we add it, we will get 0.06. Here 0.10. Here 0.14. Here 0.18. And here it is 0.22. So here add and divided by 2, 0.02. The difference size of the class interval is 0.04. When we add 0.02 and 0.04, we will get the next one 0.06. So like this, we will add each class mark with the size of the class interval. We will get it in this order. Next, we have to write Fi Xi. Fi Xi. Frequency, we have to multiply by this. So, we will multiply 4 into 2, it is 8. After point, we want 2 digit. So, we will write 0.08. Multiply the number with 2. 8 is the number. After point, we want 2 digit. So, here 9 6 are 54. 54 we will write. After point, we want 2 digits. So, already 54 is there. So, no need to write any 0. Here 9 into 10, 90. 0.90 we will write. Here 14 into 2, it is 28. So, it is 0.28. Here 18 into 4, 72, 0.72. Here 22 into 2, 44. So, 0.44. So, we multiplied all the frequencies with the class mark. Now, we will total the frequency and the, I'll write it here. Sigma Fi equals, we will add all these. 9 plus 9, 18, 22, 24, 28, 30. 30 localities they told. So, sigma Fi is 30. So, when we add this one, sigma Fi Xi, sigma Fi Xi, we will add all these values and write. So, here 4 plus 2, 6, 6 plus 8, 14, 14 plus 4, 18, 18 plus 8, 26, remainder 2, 2 plus 4, 6, 6 plus 7, 13, 15, 24, 29, remainder 2, so 2.96. That is sigma Fi Xi I had written here. So now we will find x bar is equal to sigma Fi Xi by sigma Fi is equal to 2.96 divided by 30. So we will multiply 100 with numerator and denominator, so that the decimal point can be removed. So this here numerator will be 296 and denominator will be 3000. So now we should divide and write it. So if we cancel it, we will cancel with 2 table. We will get 1500. 2 1s are 2, 2 4s are 8. Remainder 1, 16. So, it is 2 8s. Again, if you cancel, we will get here 750 and here we will get 74. So, now we will divide 74 by 750. 74 divided by 750. So, 750, zeros are 0. So, now we will write 710 extra, we will write 740 and we will put the point. 750 in 740 also we cannot do. So again we will write 0 and one more 0 we will add. So 750 into which number will be 7400. We will check it. 750 into 9 we will see. $6750 we will get. 750 into 10 will become 7500. So here it is 9. 6750 we will write. 6750. Now subtract 0, 5, 13 minus 7 is 6. Here 650. One more digit if you write 6500 we will get. So again we will see 750 into 8 we will check. 6,000. Okay, 8 we will write. So 6,000 we are getting. So The answer is 0.098. Approximately, this is the concentration of sulfur dioxide, mean concentration of sulfur dioxide. Now, 8th question. A class teacher has the following absent record of 40 students of a class for the whole term. Find the mean number of days a student was absent. So, number of students is 40. So, here directly we can write sigma Fi is 40. So, this is the absent record, number of days a student was absent, and we want to find the mean number of days of a student absent. So, here first we will mark Xi. So, here as I told you in the last sums, here we are finding out the class mark for the first class interval. Again we will add the size of the class interval, but here we cannot do that because here size of the class interval in each case will be different. See here 0 to 6, here 6 to 10, 10, 14, 14, 20, 20, 28, here 30, 38, 40. Difference is here 2, here difference is 6, here difference is 4. So that method we can do each class interval separately. We have to find the class mark. So first we will see 0 plus 6, 6, 6 divided by 2, it is 3, first class mark. 6 plus 10, 16 divided by 2, 8. 10 plus 14, 24 divided by 2, 12. 14, 20, 34 divided by 2, 17. 20 plus 28, 48 divided by 2, 24. 28 plus 38, 8 plus 8, 16, 3 plus 2, 66. So it is 33. And here it is 39. So here easily we can write the middle number. So 39. So class mark we got. Now we will find out Fi, Xi. So we have to multiply all this. 11 into 3, it is 33. 10 into 8, 80. Here 7 into 12, 84. 17 into 4, 68. 96, 99 and 39. So now we will add it and find what is sigma Fi, Xi. 9 plus 9, 18. 18 plus 6, 24. 24 plus 8, 32. 32 plus 4, 36. 39. Remainder 3. 3 plus 3, 6. 6 plus 9, 15. 24. 30. 38. 46. 46 plus 3, 49. Therefore, X bar is equal to sigma Fi Xi by sigma Fi is equal to 499 divided by 40. 499 by 40. 40 ones are 40, 99, 42 are 80. Remainder 19, 180, but sorry 190, 40 point we will put. 4 4s are 60, 160, 30, 300, again 7, 20. So it is 12.47. I hope you understood how to calculate mean for a group data. Thank you.